In 1859, Theodore Judah traveled to Washington, D.C. He wanted to talk to members of Congress into building a Transcontinental Railroad, a railroad that stretched across the United States.
You can't build a railroad from California to the east. There's mountains in the way. Some of them are over 12,000 feet high.
We'll go through the mountains. We'll blast this tunnel right through them.
Do you know how much that would cost? Congress doesn't have that kind of money. Even if some of the other senators would support your idea, don't count on me to support your wild ideas.
California is a rich state. Having a railroad that will connect the western to the eastern side of the state will bring in lots of money.
Listen, some of the southern states are talking about leaving. There might be a war. We can't waste our time and money on a railroad.
If the southern states do quit, and there's a civil war, then the northern states will need California on their side. You can use the railroad to bring gold and silver to the north.
Listen, if California is such a rich state, why don't you go back there and get the money?
I guess I will.
Judah talked some rich California businessmen, including Leland Stanford and Charles Crocker, into starting the Central Pacific Railroad. Then the Civil War broke out, and Congress decided it was important to have a transcontinental railroad. The Central Pacific Railroad started building east from Sacramento, California.
It's kind of sad, isn't it? Judah died after sailing to Panama and then traveling through the jungle there to catch another boat.
It is sad, but until our railroads are built, it's the only way to get from California to the east.
We've only laid about 18 miles of track in over a year. We're about to run out of supplies and workers and money.
I got an idea. What if we hire Chinese workers, they work harder, and we can pay them less than we pay our other workers?
I don't know.
Are you going to lay the track yourself?
Are you kidding?
All right then, we either hire you or the Chinese. Which is it going to be? Union Pacific Railroad started building tracks west from Omaha, Nebraska. They weren't having much more luck than the Central Pacific.
How's it going, men?
It's all right if you don't mind a little mud.
A little mud? I'm up to my knees in mud. Good, good. Keep up the good work.
I see he keeps his feet nice and dry.
And clean.
I just hope we get paid on time this week.
What am I going to do? Union Pacific started laying tracks over a year ago, and we haven't even gotten out of Omaha yet. We don't have any workers. We don't have any money to pay workers, but the war might be over soon. All those soldiers will need jobs. That's it. The war will be over soon. For there aren't any trees on the Great Plains. We need trees for tracks. Where are we going to get the wood? We'll have to buy it. That's going to cost a fortune.
Chinese men proved to be good workers. The Central Pacific gave them the job of blasting a ledge along a 4,000-foot high cliff called Cape Horn. A man would be lowered in a basket down a cliff. He would pack explosives in the cliff and then be pulled back up.
Better be paying attention up there. When I give the signal, they better pull me up before this thing explodes.
I always tell them the signal is not the explosion. If you hear the explosion and you haven't pulled me up yet, you missed the signal.
I had to write to Lang's family last week and let them know that he was killed.
He had 4 children too. He was planning on going back to China after we got through the mountain. He had already sent most of the money he made back to his family.
Don't talk about families. It makes me miss my own wife and kids. You're lucky you're not married.
There's no women around for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Who am I going to marry?
Okay, I'm done.
Don't send the signal yet. The hole's not big enough for the explosives to fit in.
Ah! That was too soon!
That was too close.
Another family in China is going to get a sad letter.
Charles Crocker wanted to get some attention for the Central Pacific Railroad. He promised that his workers would lay 10 miles of track in one day. Before that, the record was 8 miles in one day. You're the Central Pacific's best workers. Don't let me down. Remember, 4 days pay if we can get 10 miles of track laid today.
I'm a mountain. I'd do this any day.
Tell me that after we laid 10 miles of track.
That's right, man. Work those spikes. Faster, faster. Come on, 1 mile an hour. We can do it.
We can do it?
Yeah, we, you, and me. Crocker's too busy telling us what to do.
You, put that rail down. Hammer it into place. Move it. Faster, faster.
I bet the Union Pacific workers don't have to work this hard today.
They're not. I heard they're only 9 miles from Promontory Summit. That's where the 2 tracks are meeting.
Good job, man. We've laid 6 miles of track. Take a break. Take an hour for lunch.
You think they'll let us take a nap, too?
No, but I'm sure he will.
We're almost there, man. Lift those hammer those spikes. Think of the newspaper headlines. Soon everyone in America will be seeing what we're doing here.
What we're doing here?
Yeah, we. You and me. So what are you going to do with the extra money?
I think I'm going to take it back to China. It's too dry and hot here.
We did it. We did it. 10 miles and 56 feet of track in 12 hours. That's a record. We used 25,800 ties, 3,520 rails, 28,160 spikes, and 14,080 bolts. We left over 2 million pounds of metal today. Good work, fellas.
No wonder I'm so tired.
We may be tired, but we're richer.
Finally, the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads met in Utah. 2 trains, one from the east and one from the west, rolled up to each other. Then it was time to hammer in the last spike on the Transcontinental Railroad.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last spike goes in.
I guess it's up to the Union Pacific to finish the last track.
No!
We'd still be in Omaha in California if these two had actually worked on the track.
They aren't any better at paying the workers on time than they are with that hammer.
I'm just glad to be here.
You're not one of those basket men, are you?
Yes, and I built my own basket too.
No kidding?
Are you Irish, yes? Are you going back to Ireland?
Nah, we thought we'd try our luck here in California.
You can ride the train.
I've had enough of that iron horse. I'm not going anywhere near the train. I'm going to buy me a real horse and head out west.
I'm going to open up a train station in Wyoming.
I'm going back to China.
An operator tapped 3 dots in Morse code on the telegraph when the spike was hammered in. People had gathered at telegraph offices to hear that message done. All across America, they cheered and celebrated.
I give the first line, so tell me when to start.
Okay, I'm recording right now, so hold on. Just stand there. Okay.
I'm going to open up a grocery store? What am I opening up?
For that iron
Horse.
Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Oh, Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Oh, Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah.